Okay, this is going to be, I'm going to rebuild this whole freaking thing. So when you buy a car, you can see where we got it. We got it from the junkyard. This car can be found in a barn, junkyard, or an auction. We can see its body parts, body percentage, parts, frames 100%, interiors 26. We can see the current color versus the factory color. We got different variants here. It's a car version and supercharged. So this is a Chevrolet Bel Air. We can look at the engine. It's already got the 2-carb OHV supercharged, which is just awesome. And I have done nothing to this car. So we bought it for $5,700. All I did was pull the welder over and fix the body. And I got it a car wash. So I haven't done anything other to it. So I do the car wash first so that we can kind of get the grime off it and see what we're working with. I pull the welder over to 2, and then you just weld it. I don't want to do it again because I've already done it. I'm trying to save money, but it fixes the parts that you can't repair, right? It's the body of the car. And so that really gives you a better idea of what is crap on it and what needs the work. So this obviously needs a ton of work, which is fine. We got it from the garage. So what I do first is I just start taking stuff off, especially the rusted parts of the body. Bumper looks good, but these lights got to go. What about the rear window? Okay, it's out. So I just start the process. We're gonna come over here. The only thing we can repair is the front left. So we'll just fix that. And then I check the body parts, check the brakes. There's nothing else I can do, which is fine. Let's go ahead and move this over to bay 2. And we have to raise it up because we're going to pull this engine out. We're going to rebuild the engine. We're going to buy new seats. We're going to completely revamp it. But let's see, I started with about $98,000. Okay, we got to take all the things apart. And this is once you have some money. I think I started at 40,000. Maybe 30,000 doing this. It's going to take about 20,000 to fix, but then we're going to sell it for far more that value. So flipping cars like this from the junkyard is definitely a good way to make some money and a way to break up the monotony of doing vehicles, just regular repair jobs. So while I'm in here, let's take a look at some of this other stuff. I don't really want to disassemble the whole vehicle just yet. I like to focus on one thing, and that's just me. Well, let's lower it. I like to just focus on, I try to do the engine first, just because it's a little more fun for me. So we're going to pull that out. Engine is missing. We're going to go over here to our engine stand. We're going to install an engine on the stand, and it's the supercharged that we got here. You can see there's nothing on it, and what we do have is really, it's been sitting in a junkyard for a while, right? So I just go through and I start pulling stuff apart. We got to do this whole back end here. But it is a lot of fun. The last car I just did an Impala. Still waiting on some other things that are in here. I did an Impala, and I sold it for $44,000. That was a lot of fun. So the nice thing about doing the engines out of a junkyard is there's not much to them, right? All right, so we come over here and we see what we pulled off of the vehicle that we can repair, and it's the drive shaft, gearbox, camshaft, a crankshaft, camshaft, and the block. So we're going to try really hard to not screw this up so that we can use these parts again for super cheap. So this crankshaft's going to cost me $23 to repair, $228 to repair this block. And if we go look at that, it's easily $1,000 plus for that engine block. So we need to go into add. We're going to put the block back on so it's nice and pretty. I think we repaired this. And then I just start going through and seeing what did I repair. Doesn't look like a whole lot, which is fine. And then I go in and look at my shopping list to make sure I don't have anything in the shopping list. I'm going to start throwing X, marking all the ghost parts. Oops. That I need to add on. Flywheel. We're going to need the pistons, and let's rotate it again because we're going to need 1, 2, 3 crankshafts. And then what's really nice is since I'm right in here, I can just start looking at buying this stuff and buying it right here. Now, another thing I've been doing is going to the tuning shop and seeing what I can buy from the tuning shop to make it just even more powerful. And I have the money. $600. That was a little bit expensive. And I need, I think, 8 of these. We're going to buy 8. Ignition coil. I need one of those. Alternator. I need that. So, yeah, we are going to spend some cash, but it is okay. I also need some piston rings. Let's buy 8 of those. And then we can come back in and start adding on all the things. I gotta put the bolt in. Keep forgetting about those. And alternator. Get our cam gear. All the things to make it look good. Piston with piston rings. And once you get good with the controls, it goes a little bit, you just get good. And I'm gonna need 8 of those. Some of these engines take a little bit longer because they got lots of little parts, especially when you start getting into push rods and rocker arms and all kinds of stuff. But it doesn't take too long. I'll have to put some background music on this because this is going to be boring to watch as I got all the sound off because I was listening to some music and I didn't want all in here. So let's grab that, hitting X to add them to, let's go here to make sure that we can't get a clutch plate. Then we can get the oil pan here. And yeah, it does cost a little bit of cash. I mean, this stuff isn't free. Right, X there, X there. The super high performance. And then I don't think I have any of those. No, nothing. I want everything to be 100%. All right, that is on. Let's rotate it back upwards. So we can start. I think I have an extra one of these that's distributor rotor that's high product. I'll hit XXX. I want to go into the tuning shop because I want to get that one. And I'm going to need 2 of these, one for each side. Oh, I need stupid clips. You know what? Do I have any? No. These clips are dumb. Clips. Let's just buy a bunch of them just to have them. Just because I keep doing a bunch of these. Because you got to have the clips to keep the distributor cap head on. There we go. Let's get these nice. Yeah. Now, when you do these car flips, you tend to not level up as fast. I've found, because we're not doing a bunch of examining of the vehicles as much as you would a new car. Because when I do a car just to bring it into the shop to repair for a customer, I typically don't have. Yeah, we gotta buy a ton of this stuff. I typically don't have more stuff that I need to repair. We need spark plugs and we need push valve rods. So we go to the tuning shop and see what we can get out of here. Yep, get that manifold for 1,500. Need 2 of those. Spark plugs, I need 8 of those. I don't have push rods. What? I think I need 16. Yep. This is where it's going to get a little bit crazy and take a lot of time. Because I got to do all these push rods and stuff. And then the arms, the rocker arms. But as you see, it doesn't take too much time to do this. Once you get good with the controls, I've got cash, so I'm not worried about it. There we go. Let's put the spark plugs in while we're thinking about it. There's always something I forget. These high performance spark plugs. We're gonna have to add that to the shopping list, but let's put these rods in real quick. Then I might have to take a potty break. Like I said, it's some of these engines, especially the older ones, have just a ton of parts, and it's hit X on that because we're gonna have to build that out. I might actually have. So one of the mods I have installed shows me in my shopping list if I have that. We're gonna need a bunch of these too. So if I hit my shopping list and look at it, I've got 3 rocker arms in my inventory, but they're crap. They're not 100%, or those would be green. So that's one thing to look at. Let's go ahead and go back to our tune-up shop. Get the ignition wires, the supercharger for 3 grand. Not a fan of that. I'm gonna need 16 of these as well. And 2 carburetors. This chain as well. Oh, let's start with a tune-up. Yep, there we go. Need 2 of those. We don't have timing chains, which is fine. So, when we're looking at these high performance parts, it's fun to build them out on an engine like this from scratch. But it really, the most I've used it, the performance stuff is when you're looking at cars that come in and they're like, I need this, I want it to be super over scooped, you know, between 10 and 15 timing cover, 10 and 15 percent increase. You have to go in there and find stuff and tweak it. Here's scoop. That's so cool. Do you have it in the performance shop? Nope. Trying to do all this big stuff first. And then I need a water pump and a pulley. They probably don't have this in the tuning shop. See red? I have a water pump in my inventory. So let's go grab it to save some cash. And we'll go to the warehouse. It's not in there. It's in engine builds. There it is. Water pump. Let's just grab. Oh, I know which one it was. I don't think it's that one or that one. Just grab a bunch. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Thought I had one. Piece of crap. It's all right. X. We'll just go buy a new one. We got the parts. Looking at tune-up. We might be done with the tune-up shop. I don't know why it would have. Some of that stuff in there. But as you can see, I mean, we've only been doing this 20 minutes, 17 minutes. And we almost have this engine done. I still got to do the rocker arms. X. Another belt. Another belt. I want this to be 100% engine. I don't want anything used or 98%. Just go get it new. I wonder if, let's check. Nope. Yeah. Now I've got to do these rocker arms. I kind of saved the best for last. We'll come back and I'll have that done. Okay, so I got all the rocker arms in. Now we need to replace the head cover A. Head cover B. I learned that the hard way. Okay, there's nothing in the tuning shop for that. Fine. Grab that. And then B, because they're different sides. Sometimes you can get away with, some engines have used the same part on both sides. Some of them you gotta look for the A and the B. So you can't always just hit X to a couple of times to grab the thing. How much have we spent? About $10,000? Is that accurate? I wasn't really tracking the money. But we are almost done with this. And as far as I can see, we are done with this. We got the filter. We got all the parts. There's nothing. We got the underside. There's nothing in here that says, hey, add me. Nothing I can see. But what we're going to do is find out, right? Because we're going to take this. We take the engine off the stand. And yeah, I'm just going to hand carry it over here because I'm just that good. You want to install the engine. And if you're carrying multiple engines, you'll have the list. But here we can see, here's our supercharged engine. It's all good. We're going to pick it. We're going to hit select. And then we can put that back. Oh, yeah. It's looking there. It's looking great. Now is where we have the engine in. So that's one thing. And then I raise it up and I start working on the under part. So I pick the front or the back first. The back seems to go a little bit faster, just because there's fewer parts. The reason I do that is some of these cars you're going to find that the front wheel and tire dimensions are different than the front. The front and the back can be different. And if I have a back and a front mismatched, it's going to tell you, hey, you got a problem here. So what I typically do is come in here. These are the factory tire size. Let's look at this. Let's pin it. So we're going to need 205 70R 15s, just so we track that. And then let's work on the back. So we're just going to take this all apart. And I'm trying not to go super fast for you, but I'm trying to go at the speed that I just go, because I'm just like, hey, let's just do it. We're back here. Let's tear all this stuff off. There's always bolts to spray on these older vehicles. We're going to take that out, take this off, take off the knuckle housing. We got to take off U-bolts. So yeah, I just strip it completely 100% down. Just take it all the way apart. You have to get the most bang for your buck here. Take it all apart. So we'll do the back. Ugh. It's got all kinds of tire stuck parts. It's fine. We'll get it done. Oops. I'll take these off. Everything's stuck on here. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. So we strip it all down. And this is where your ability to take stuff apart is really good. So then I come over here to the tires, since I'm sitting right here. And I don't think I have other tires and wheels in my inventory. I try to keep just the parts that I'm working on in my inventory. That way I don't get confused. And if we look at these parts, we know we're dealing with a 205, but if I look at my inventory and come in here, we got a rim cape. Let's look at this. We're looking at rim cape. They're 15 inches. ET0. Oops. That was that. So a 205 70 R15, that matches what the car says. So it looks like they're just using default factory stuff. We don't have any parts to take apart here. Life's getting nice. I do the brakes, and then I come over here and just start repairing everything I can, and that broke. That broke because I'm not focused. So we will have to buy some parts, unfortunately. And again, this is a heck of a lot cheaper than buying brand new parts. If I can repair it myself, that is far better. So we're just saving money. Because the goal when you flip these cars is to not spend as much as you want to save as much as you can, so you get your maximum earning potential. Those always take forever. I don't understand. It's like it's a thin piece of metal. Now there is a mod that you can get that'll get this. It just goes through your list and repairs everything 100% automatically for you. I haven't gotten that installed yet. Okay, so that's all done. Let's take this brake off. Do we get another one? Nope. And I always just double check parts. Everything's cool. Let's do the tires. So if I go in and look, I got to buy one of these. And I got to buy 2 of those. So we go to we go here. Let's go to the rim shop. And we look at our rim cape 15. You have to specify you want the 15-inch. Need one of those because we borked our repair. And then for the tires, we need to make sure that we set this correctly. I'm going to need 2 of the 15 inches. They are 70s and 205s. That's why you always have your stuff written down someplace. So we're going to install ETA 15s on the good tires. Put that on. Take it off, and then we'll install the other one. And while it's going, we're going to balance this tire. It's assembling the other one. And oops, gonna get stuff done. Okay, we got all the stuff. Now I go back in, nope, not that one. I go back into assembly mode. Now, did we get this fixed? We did. That I'm gonna have to fix or buy. These hubcaps on here. We fixed the arms. Oops. I tend to, because when you're rebuilding these, they've only got one left at 100%. I typically go in and buy like 10 or 20. Go to the store, do a search for bushings. There we go. We're going to need this big ones. Just give me 10 of them. Only 140 bucks. I think we fixed one of those. Do I have any left? I got one of those left. We fixed our, you know, just pick a side and I just go for it. We fixed our brake shoe. We have one brake drum, and then the wheel I want to wait because I want to get everything else here done. One of those. Now you are probably going to have to buy some parts, because if the parts that you repaired were not 15% or better, then you weren't going to be able to repair them, right? So you're always going to have to go in and buy stuff, which is fine. But the goal is to make sure, see, I don't think I have 13%, so we're going to hit X on there. Get one of those. Let's just buy roving for fun. Some daddy more bucks over here. Got our brake shoe. I don't think we have a new one of these. We don't, so we got to buy one of those. Okay. Now, oops, got our leaf spring plates. I don't think I have. Oh, I do. But yep, I'm about to buy 2 of those. Comes with the bolts. I was telling my wife, is like, this fun thing about it is you're working on these cars. It comes with all the parts. Okay, so we're also gonna need, I need 2 of those and 2 of these rear shock absorber Bs. So 2 spring caps, 2 shock absorber Bs, and hopefully the other side's not gonna be, it is a B. So we'll add that. We can add this cap. We can add 2 springs. I don't think springs is something you can repair, so let's go get those. But you can see it goes pretty quick. Come on, turn around, man. I only need 2 of those. Get rid of that. There's those. That's all done. We're going to need a fuel tank. And let's go buy said fuel tank. And we need the fuel pump. Now, fuel pump's another one of these things where we can go to the tuning shop and get a nice high-end fuel pump there. Okay, we got the tires. Let's put these tires back on. Looking all nice and new. Super fun. I may not sound enthusiastic, but I do have a lot of fun with this. I spent, it was today, Monday. I spent 8 hours Sunday playing this, just doing this. So I need 2 of those. We're going to 2 middle mufflers. Zoom in. So we need 2 of those. We need an OHV. Just trying to do all the underside stuff. So now we can go into tuning shop, get 2 of these. 2 middle mufflers. These can also be bought at just a regular non-tuning shop. It says I do have a gearbox for this in inventory. Let's go check it out. And when we look at that, it's going to be, it's just this. Oh, I have it on my person. Really? On my personage. See, we rebuilt the engine so we can put this gearbox on now. Yeah, I think that was one of the parts I think we fixed ourselves. It's great. Anytime you save money. And then we have these we can put on. Drive shaft is 100%. We were able to fix that. See, it doesn't take long. And then the starter. I don't think I have a starter, so let's go to the tune-up shop. Oop, I don't need that. Tune-up shop doesn't happen. We have to go to electronics. And we get it. Okay, now we start looking at the front end. So we got the back end all looking sexy. And if we come in and check, I do this from time to time. We can see here's our buy price, $5,700. Here's our profit so far. After just spending a little bit of money, our profit is going to be $41,000. Our sell value is going to be $47,000. So it might seem like we're just spending a bunch of cash and we're not going to make it back, but I guarantee you we're going to make some money back. It's not going to be millions, but it's not going to be a wasted effort, if that makes sense. And again, this is just, you know, we're just tearing it down, breaking the entire thing down. So we did the back, now we're doing the front. Let's take that off. We can take off these sway bar links. Shocks we'll have to take apart. All the parts. Rubber bushings. I want this car to be 100% on all fronts. Every way it possibly can be. Okay. Go to the other side, take it apart. So you can see we're about, what, half an hour, maybe a little bit more, just tearing it down, buying parts, fixing stuff. So, you know, you get a car, you're looking at maybe 30 minutes, maybe less once you get yourself all maxed out. So where you're taking parts on and off is a little bit faster. But that being said, it's not too bad, especially when you get familiar with it. Take that, sway bar links. Upper suspension arm. All of it, and we're still not done. We're gonna have to go buy some parts that weren't even on the vehicle when we got it. Okay. Man. Let's separate these parts while we're before we head back to the repair shop, because some of this stuff we can fix, I think. So we're gonna dismantle it. We're gonna come over here and say, hey, do we have any brake parts we can fix? Yeah. And in the meantime, we're gonna start fixing the parts. Again, so much cheaper than buying new. So much cheaper. And it doesn't take long once you get a rhythm going. Now, I've not used the controller for this. But if you're better at controller, knock yourself out. Okay, we're out of that. Let's just double check to make sure we don't have any parts there. Excuse me. Oh, we need the tires too, the front tires. I forgot about that. Let's separate them tires. I didn't have my tea this morning, so my throat's a little gunky. Take that off, separate the tires. Let's look in here. Front springs. We're going to need 2 of those. Not the rear springs, the front springs. We're going to need 2 of those, 2 of those. We got bushings, clutch plates. Get the cylinders, absorber caps. We're going to need those. Next page. I don't think we need the rear shocks. This is all for the rear end. Brake calipers, 2 of those. Double wishbone shock. I think that's for this. We're going to double check it. Okay, we got the rim capes. We're going to need 1 of those, maybe 2. And these are using the same tires. Let's go back and repair this real quick. Yep, we can fix both these tires. Perfect. So I don't want to have to spend any money on it. Cool. So we just need the tires, and if we come here, we're going to tire shop. Vintage tire walls. These are going to be the 15-inch 70s 205. It remembered it from last time. We need 2 tires. And assemble those back on there. Hopefully I did everything right. Take it off. Put this other one on. Balance. There we go. I am hungry. And then we can put, let's see if we can put these parts together. We got the front shock absorber and a front spring. Oop, that's 82%. We didn't buy our parts. Let's back it out. Back it out. So we need 2 front springs. We need 2 of these. 2 caps. 2 brake cylinders. We're just going to buy 2 of everything. 2 outer tie rods. Let's just buy 2 of those. And we don't need that. I think that was it. So now we should have 100% across the board. And hopefully these are the right. I didn't even look. Wheels are balanced. Things are bought. Come in here. Hit 100%. Were we able to fix the cross member? We were. Sweet. Steering rack? Yes. Sway bar? No. So we're going to X on that. We'll come back to it. Knuckle. We need 2 of those. I try to just get as much stuff as I can while I'm sitting here. Double wishbone shock absorber. There we go. I got the right part. And the upper suspension arm. This is another reason why you just buy a ton of those bushings. You just need so many of them. We got the cover. Wheel hub. Put it on. I'm probably going to have to buy 2 of those. We got the ventilated discs. Do I got pads? I got pads. Okay. 100 and 100. Looking good. Feeling great. I don't think I bought. I need the front sway bar. Inner tie rods. I need 2 of those. 2 hub bearings. Okay. Look at that. Doesn't it feel? Isn't it starting to feel just grand? Look at that. We got that whole side done. Let's put this bushing in. Before we forget. Oops, that tie sway bar link. I saw you. I saw you, sway bar link. Yeah. There we go. Now it just needs the tire. Let's put that tire on. See how sexy it looks. Almost done with all of this work. See, it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take too long. Doesn't take long at all. Like I said, once you get really good at it, the controls, play it for a minute, it's doing good. Whoops, need more bushings. Can I type in here? I can't. Hit the mouse button. Oops. Now we got bushings. Got all the bushings. I don't mind buying a lot of them because I really enjoy flipping these cars. It's just a lot of fun because you go to the junkyard, you never know what you're gonna get, and you do the ones that you want to take. I had one that was a BMW S3 or some crap, and I'm like, this is a new car. This isn't as fun for me. That's okay. You might really enjoy it. Maybe I saw there is a mod that only takes cars that are 2000 or newer, which is fine. If that's your jam, you don't want to deal with the old stuff. I'm 51, so I really enjoy the old stuff. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have all of those parts. I need a battery. I need a washer. I need power steering. I need a radiator. We need the brake servo. Let's go and take these out. Apparently we got to lower the car. I think we're to the point where we can lower the car now. Let's take all this stuff out. We need a new fuse box. And a starter. I always forget the starter. We have a starter. Okay, cool. I'm already ahead of the game. So let's go shopping again. We need radiator C. I don't think, and brake servos, and windshield washer reservoir, and power steering. We go to the electronics shop, get a battery. And our base, we're going to end up getting a lot of fuses. We need to get those. Fan, everything is there. Now we need to go in here and see what we need to get. So X, 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 X. And I got the fuse box base in there again. I need one of those. I need two of these. I need two of those. Two of those. Two and one. See, nice and quick. Nice and quick. And then we'll get the top for this because we got to get the case top. Then we work on the ability on the body. We got to do all our fluids. So get our fluids in. Glug, glug, glug. And then, so we get the fluids in, and then we do the body. And then you can do the interior. And then we take it for a respec on the dyno. And then we can see how much our tweaking has done. This is washer fluid. Okay, still got to do coolant. A glug, 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 glug. Cool. So that is all done nice and fast. We can double check here. Parts 99%. Frame is 100. What's 99%? What am I missing? What am I missing? The battery. I didn't put the battery in yet. It's like, where's the battery? Now, if we look at it, let's see what we got. 99, you mother of pearl. All right, let's start taking apart. So the interior is a little bit different. You've got to go to interior parts, and then we have to take out the interior. But what I want to do is put those on our list. Then if we go back into add, it'll show us what we're missing. I'm gonna get that steering wheel. So then we can go here, purchase. And then we got to go to the body shop or the Bel Air, which is what we're in. Oops, I lied. We go to the interior shop and get our bench seat. I need two of these leather seats, and I need that steering wheel to look nice. And we come back in. We need to add parts to the interior. Add all this stuff back in. There's not a whole lot to the inside. It's pretty quick. Cool. I wonder what part I'm missing because it said 99%. That's going to drive me nuts. Okay, now we need to start looking at body parts because this is not done yet. So let's take all the stuff out. It looks like I have all of the body work off. So if I go into add, now we can hit X and X, X. Just hitting X on all of these parts so that when I go into this shop, I don't think body tuning. Let's see if there's anything in here. Ah, there it is. Let's get the body tuning. Get these lights. There we go. We need the hood with the hole in it. Probably bought some of these things multiple times. So we go to the tuning shop, and then we go to the body shop for the other parts that we can't tune. Windshields, glass, stuff like that. Okay, and then we start putting them on. Bang. We're gonna have to go back because there's the mirrors pop up and these side doors. Whoops. Did we not get that? May not have added it to the list. It's all right. Get that. It's all coming up. Millhouse. What? Did I not get a trunk? There we go. I don't know why I did that. Oh, am I going to need extra lights? It's all right. All right. Okay, so why is this? Did I not get the door? Don't be doing that to me, man. Okay, now let's go by. Let's go to the tuning shop. Body tuning. There we go. We want that one. It's fine. It's all part of the fun. Shopping and spending digital money. I was telling my wife too, it's really fun because I'm not dropping 30 of real grand money into any of this stuff. We're just playing around, having fun. We need to pick a color. I don't know if I like that blue. I mean, we're gonna sell it. We're flipping it, so who gives a crap, right? But we also need some plates. Let's have some fun. So to get license plate, you go to the license plate shop and you figure out where you want to get these. Arizona, why not? It's right there. Takes two. This one back. Oh, it doesn't take two. Most cars take two. All right, let's take a look at this. 195, body is 95. What am I missing? Why is it not 100? Got all the things in. It's frustrating. There we go. Put that on. Now look at it, 100% body. What is the parts that's not 99%? Let's take just a quick second here to look at this. What is not? Fine. It's just for money. If this were my car to keep, I would definitely just destroy this thing. Okay, let's take it here to the paint shop. And since we're just going to flip it, I really don't care. Let's just go paint the car. We're going to hit factory color. That's fine. We want gloss or solid or metallic. Pearl. Let's go metallic. Why not? It's going to paint it. Going to look all nice. We're done. We're going to take this and park it. Let my mod do its thing. Oh, I didn't want to park it. I wanted to put it on the dyno to see how much. Let's do this. There it is. Let's put that down. We need to move it to the garage. Let's take a look at it. Okay, sell value is $81,000. Remember, we bought this for under $6,000. Sure, we put some money into it up here, but we've got a nice profit. So it's worth $81,000. Let's take this and send it over to the. Let's do the dyno first for funsies. And it should have Following parts, rubber bushing. That's why it's not. What rubber bushing did I miss? But it's back here. Yep. It's always something. Got the bushing back there. Okay. Now let's do the dyno test. Now I bet the car's at 100% because we were missing that one bushing. So the car's value was at 81,000 something, which I didn't write down because I'm smart. Let this test run. There's still a couple of things we're going to do to it just for out of OCD's sake and getting into the habit of things. Now when we look at this car, it's worth 88,000. So that ain't bad. 100% all around. We can look at the engine, see it's tuned to 86%. Now I take the car and I go to the test path because there's a couple of things I want to do here. One thing is to get a wheel alignment. And so I can come in here and do the wheels. Oops. I go the right way. Get the wheels aligned, and then I come over and I align the headlights. That'll work. Oops, I gotta do the other one. There we go. And now it should be good. One other thing you can do for fun if you want is to do, get stuck in the pit, is to do the test path again. Let's just do it for fun. Just to double check your brakes, take a look at your interior. Feel awesome. This isn't necessary. It's not required. I just do it so that I get my mind into a habit of doing these kinds of things so that when you're done, you're like, I feel like I forgot something. And just to verify that all the parts are working and it looks great. You will have some cars to do. Everything's 100%. Freaking love it. Now, if we come back and look at the price, now it's still 88,000. So we're going to make $82,000 in profit. So if we take, let's do calc. If we take our 68,320 that we currently have and we add 88,558 to it, we're going to have 156,000. When we started this project, I had 98,000. I believe I had $98,000 or credits before I started rebuilding this. So you can see how car flipping is just a total, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. It's so fun. And in order to sell it, we have to move it back into, let's put it back on the lift. It has to be in the garage. But yeah, actually, let's take it outside. Let's take some pictures and some screen grabs. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I want my notes. I don't want them hidden. So, oops, hit the right button here. So we need to move this. Let's move this. Is there a spot? There is a spot. I want to move it to. Can I not move it there? There we go. I want to move it out here so I can get a better picture. Look at it. So great. F12. F12. Another thing you can do when you're in the spray booth, let's take it back real quick. Who cares? We'll just sell it. You have the option of painting your screws, but I just want to sell this because I want to make that cash. So here we go. We're going to sell it. Are you sure you need to move it to your garage first? Okay. On that, hit M to move to garage. And we're going to sell this car for 88,000. Boom, 156. What did Calc tell us? I already cleared it out. It's cool. So that is a good way to get some extra money, is just by flipping cars. Unless for funsies, it's super easy. You go to the junkyard. And last time I bought 3 cars. I bought a bunch of cars while I was here because there's typically more than one. So let's go see real quick what the junkyard has in store. And quite honestly, I would rather get to a point where I can just flip cars and do this to make money than taking jobs for clients. Now, like I said before, your experience points isn't going to increase as much doing the flips. Here's a car for sale. What is this? Piece of junk, a Ford Sierra? No. What's back here? You got to run all over because they're spawn points, but they're kind of spread throughout. 9,000. Seeing that's not a buy car. That's not a car to buy. The heck is this? Ford Pinto? All right, let's keep it in the maybe pile. There's no cars here. Why am I getting ripped off? A Volkswagen Golf? I mean, it's not a rip off. Here we go. Here's a Corvette. We're going to buy this one. Another C3 for 9,000. Yes, please. Put in the garage. Here we go. What is this? Another Bel Air for 8,000. See, now we have lots of money to play with. And I don't mind spending a little bit. At first I was like, all right, what's like $4,000? What's the cheapest I can get? Usually a couple back here. I don't see anything. You'll get used to knowing where the cars are normally parked. Volvo. Ugh. Again, it's up to you. You know, take the ones, really? Take the jobs that you like, the cars you want to work on. If you want to work on a Pinto, grab the Pinto. If it ain't your jam, don't jam on it. And then while I'm here, I might as well start looking through. What I have been doing is going through and collecting all of the wheels. I don't know why. The wheels are cool to me. I mean, it gets to a point where you can just take all of the parts that you can repair, just get them, repair them, and have fun with it. It's a Bel Air trunk. Did I just get a Bel Air? I think I did. Engine head for an i3. We can fix that. We can fix the steering for that. So yeah, it's just, you know, it's going back through, seeing if I can find my barn map. Ooh, can't fix it though. Or can I? Nope. Pick that crankshaft, that wheel, brake caliper I can fix. Ford Focus door. Also I can Golf hood. That man. It's not much. Ooh, fix that fuel pump, that tire, alternator. Yeah, it's all about, you know, as you've seen, it's super cheap to grab that, to fix some of the stuff. So why not just take it and fix it so that you have it? So I can golf, take that. Ford Model A hood. I've come across those before. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Own one of those. Take that and that. Let's take the Bel Air stuff. Lancer. That wheel, suspension arms. Yeah, a lot of this stuff. So yeah, I'll just go through this. You don't want to watch me do this. This is super boring for you to watch. But yeah, you just go through here. You pick the parts that you want. You find the cars. Again, that's the only reason I was in here, was to get the cars to flip. And you saw how much money we made off that. And it is a game changer for me. So I played this game before and it was fine, but then I was like, I wonder if that started with a question. Can I make money flipping cars? Heck yeah. You can make money flipping cars. You can flip and make money making cars. So anyway, awesome.